Hey guys, GameSandwich here. So I'm kind of doing a tournament report and an update to my deck profile. So we'll go through this. So the deck profile I'm choosing to do today is shaddolls. So we run 3 red shaddoll Wendy, freeze the golden number. Just such a good card. You should start a few plays. So if it's sent to graveyard, or if it is flip summoned, you get to special summon shaddoll from your deck face down. Absolutely amazing. So good. 2 hedgehog. Hedgehog's nice because you get to add a shaddoll when it's sent to the graveyard, or when it is flip summoned, you get to add a shaddoll spell or trap, which is again very useful. 2 Falco, because Falco, when it's flip summoned, you get to special summon a shaddoll monster from your graveyard, so cycling is really relevant. Also, it's a level 2 that is also relevant for the deck, so that's fine. Just obviously when it's sent to go, it gets special stuff, so you can use that for chain blocking, which is really useful. 2 Squamar, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can send another shaddoll card to the graveyard. Again, so useful. That's why you run these in 2. So this is utility, and it's just whatever you want it to be. So that's what I find is just useful for me for a personal opinion. So that's fine. When it's flip summoned, it can destroy a monster on the field. Let's destroy target one monster on the field to destroy it, which is fine. It isn't overly relevant, but it does come up. So then we're running to your 1-off. So I'm gonna just go for the last part. So we were running 1-offs. So we run 1-off your shaddoll dragon, just because its flip to target bounce and return isn't really that relevant, but its effect to pop a spell and trap when sent is. 1 beast, because you either want to flip, draw 2 cards, or send to go draw a card. Genius, any really relevant one is when you flip, you can target a face-up shaddoll and it's unaffected by monster effects, except Tomb, which is again really useful. So that's fine. And we run 1 aerial, because Ariel is a summon from the Banish, so basically the same as Falco, but from Banish, so that's fine. But its effect to banish 3 cards is really relevant when sent to the grave. So your next are, we run 2 Dark Honest, because Dark Honest backing up Winder is really stupid. So it's a nice card. It just basically you protect your plays. So plus it goes to the hand, so it's really nice. Next we run 2 Eldlich, the Golden Lord. I decided to, as a friend actually had this one, so I decided to trade for him, and then I got both artworks, so I'm really happy. So the left and the right, so that's fine. I don't know, I just like this one just because of his cockiness, so that's fine. So that's your monster count. Next few spells we run 2 Shaddoll Fusion. 2 is not too bad, 2 is fine. Depends on the format, but with Astro Prevalent, I don't like running multiples. 2 L's just fine, quick play. Then we run 3 Super Poly. Yeah, 3 Super Poly is the must. You must run it. It's just so good. Stealing your opponent's monsters and using it for Super Poly fodder is amazing. So yeah, those are your fusions. We run 5 fusion cards. Sorry, 9 fusion cards. No, what is it? Cowboys. Either the way you go can't count. So yeah, so basically run 7, so it's fine. It's a decent number. 1 Monster Reborn, so yeah, DM staples. Monster Reborn's always nice. And then we run 2 to 3 triple tactic talents. I got these recently in a trade, so these were really good. And yeah, they did put some work in. When I drew, depending on the matchup, the only game I drew him, which was dead, which was game 1, he literally made a board, didn't activate anything. I just couldn't get over it. I had talents in hand, and it was just like, So again, it wasn't too much, but in the games that I did activate it, yes, it was super relevant, so yes. Okay, and then for the trap portion of the deck, we run 1 Schism, because you should. Core to recycle, and then 1 Incarnation. I feel that ratio is fine. Yeah, 3 Dynamiscus. Yeah, banishing a card and getting proccing your shaddoll effects is just brutal. Plus it can become a body, which is nice as well. And then 1 Dogmatic Punishment, yeah, just on their turn destroying is just really nice. Then for the last part, which is the Eldlich engine, we run 2 Sanguine, just because you want to search a Golden Lord. Then we basically proc and use 1, 2. We just basically run 3. I will be taking this one out to run on a second Conquistador. Since Gold Series come out, since these are easier to get now. But yeah, these were just useful. Conquistador is just really good, because obviously it is a non-targeting pop, so that's just really useful. So, and yeah, Guardian's not too bad as well. That effect can be quite relevant. So let's find your small Eldlich package. So that is a good solid 40 cards. 40 card main. So we'll go for extra deck. So 1, 2, 3 construct. You are running the target, so it is relevant and it is good. 2 Winder, just floodgating monster. Anytime I saw Winder, I won the game. Yeah, sadly, to one of my friends who was running Soul Sword and literally saw this, just ruined his day, and I do apologise for that. 2 Apoclene. Apoclene is fine. You don't always need it, but yeah. I kind of died in one of my games because against DDD, literally, I summoned this, and he kind of like had like thing that gave all the monsters that monster's piercing. Just yeah, ran me over. That hurt. Shikanaga, great. So Shikanaga and of course this both super poly targets. This is really coming useful now because the Soul Sword. So yeah, you rip their water. Stopping Venom again, super poly target. Entis, punishment target. Ophinia is just really good because you can make it with Falco and one of your tokens, and then just being able to like sit this in defense. It's unaffected by most things. Yeah, it is kind of fun. Okay, so here's the bit which is different. So I didn't play Construct, never summoned it, but it is useful and it's there and it's relevant. Boral Sword did go into and won my game with it. I didn't play Cross Sheep today. Sorry, yesterday. I didn't play Cross Sheep. I decided, as a friend, decided to loan me a lovely predator plant. So yeah, I ran it, and it was. To be fair, Cross Sheep is really good for getting your players going to this, but literally just having the annoying thing is just that snake is just so damn good because literally all I was doing was like, okay, do this, send super poly. So I was waiting the bait my effect going to that super poly nick their field. It's so dumb. So yeah, because obviously it's cheap and it came out in Eldorado. Yeah, dirty snake. Yeah, you can understand why everyone uses it with Red Ice Fusion. So yeah, kill. Okay, so for the side we ran 1 Grista. It wasn't always relevant, but it was useful to see. Aerial, again, the second one, just because someone's running Banished deck. Ecclesia, because it's a light target for Construct, and you can set your dogmatic punishment, so dual usage. Lancia, it does see more play, and it is really relevant. 1 Hell shaddoll, never used it, never went into it. 2 Lava Golem. Wasn't exactly relevant, but it's useful basically as a kaiju. Regeki, Harpies. Harpies came up, Regeki did not. Elixir of Void Destiny, it did come up, I sided it, I didn't draw it. Ophinia, the MST, wasn't overly relevant and didn't side it in. Lost Wins, sided them in virtually every game and then ended up always like winning that one if I saw them. So yeah, Lost Wind is clutch. I would say out of the side deck, I'd say Lost Wind is like MVP. Just being able to like do that negate is just comes in clutch. And then I think it was one of the games where I literally they like summoned, I set it, and it was like okay, and then I popped it with Eldlich the Golden Lord. So yeah, that was really relevant. So yeah, so okay, thoughts on the deck. The deck is good. It's really good. Against Soul Sword, yeah, you pretty much you don't auto win, but if you go first, you get out when you're in a good place. Because the deck grinds really well, so yeah, that's fine. If you're playing against, say, Thunderies, and you can kind of like pop their, say, if you can like negate their spell that attributes your stuff, that's really good. Again, Conquistador is just fine if like you've got your Golden Lord on the field and you can just like obviously like pop the big monster they use, so that's fine. So there are like lots of the plays you can do. It's like do help you. So with that, it's kind of more about, I'd say against Flunderies, it's more about timing than anything else. I didn't play Flunderies, so that's fine. My matches were DDD, an anime Red Dragon Archfiend deck, guy playing playing Kaiju Crusadia, and Sword. But yeah, those were my matchups. They weren't like the most like. I would say my matches this week were bad. No excuses. I lost my match. I was my first match of the day. I should have really won, but there's no excuses. You know, I did lose, and the problem was I'd been up since 3 a.m. I'd done a 10-hour shift at work, and then I'd gone straight to this, and I was just like, okay, I had pretty much like about 3/4 of an hour to kind of get ready and do stuff, and I weren't probably the best place mentally to do it. So, you know, that's fine. It's just, you know, work happens. At least, you know, I lost one match, so that's, you know, not bad, and it wasn't a 2-0, it was a 2-1. So, you know, I didn't really do too bad in that regard. So I'm happy with the result. I didn't like, you know, scrub out or anything like that. So, but yeah, thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the profile. Hopefully keep me updated if you want any more more videos released. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Talk to you guys later.